Okay, I've had a few people ask me on these one-piece filler caps how to get this seal out of here because it's a little tricky. So you can see the inside here is sort of mushroomed over this center part. So I'll show you real quick. Step one is just any old, this weird looking X-Acto carving knife, but it could be any blade. Basically get it down in there, sink it down in there real good, and then you just start kind of working it around the inside of the cap. Just be careful not to stab yourself or slip out of there. So as you can see, I'm just kind of cutting around the center. And I'll do this, probably all the way around about 5 times. And main thing is just go slow, don't cut your fingers, and you know, kind of try to stay in the middle so that you're not gouging up the threads of your cap, because that won't do you any good. So I'm just going to keep going around like this. And let me go around one more time, and then I'm going to turn it up where my cameraman here can see what's going on down in here. Now you can see there's some sort of crusty little parts of this thing here. It's starting to break up, and so that's our goal, is to go around the inside of this thing a few times till this, and you'll be able to tell right about the time the seal starts to give way. Part of it will kind of start to really pucker up and come up out of there. So now there is another way to do this. If you've got a 1970s Sears that's a pea green or a robin's egg blue with a nice paint job on it and you don't want to ruin it, then in that case this is your best way to go. But if it's just, say, any old 70s, 80s, 90s or more modern Coleman that's got the just green paint, and you are planning to repaint anyway, then what I would do in that situation is get a propane torch and just lay the cap on something fireproof like a brick and heat the whole thing up, and this will just chip out of there. But we're going to pretend this is a cap with nice paint on it, and we're trying to save the paint, so that's why we're using the pain in the butt method here. So I'm going to keep going around a couple more times, and I'm going to try to reach in there and grab this thing with some of my tools here. Alright, so you can give it a try now. Reach in with a pick. See if you can kind of hook it. One guy tells me he just goes in there with a pair of needle nose pliers and just snatches it out of there, but I don't know how he does it. See, there's some good chunks of seal coming out now. I think I need to go around a little bit more. And these suckers are kind of thick, so it does usually take a few times around. And honestly, for most caps, I would just burn them out, but that's pretty self-explanatory. So here I'm going to show you all the more difficult method. So let's tap some more bits out of there, and we'll go to this little hook-shaped guy here and see if that can. There we go. So it's not all out, but that's a lot of progress. So you can see I've got this guy is way out. Usually what happens is there's a little piece that gets stuck kind of up under the mushroomed edge and wants to stay in there. And sometimes this whole thing will just break up and come right out, but sometimes you have to sort of get in there and fight that middle piece out, which it looks like is going to be the case here. Come on, get out of there. Okay, so I got that in there. It usually helps to just kind of reach in here with something that you can sort of unhook that last little bit. And see, there it goes right there. I think this is going to be it. So I will grab this last little bit. That's it. Go in here and just kind of seal is out. It's a pain in the butt, but you got it done.